Good afternoon, my people. Good evening and good morning, depending on where you are getting us from. We are here again with another Ogbenge news. This one is coming from Abia. They say Abia workers comply with NLC directive, begin indefinite strike. You see, our governors are not doing well. They are the problems we are having. They will get federal allocation, they have state allocation, and their mind should be able to create jobs for the people. Yet, upon all these things, they will not pay that token as salary. They are not increasing the salary, but they will not pay that token as salary. It's a pity. Let me take you right there into the news. Civil servants in Abia have complied with the directive of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and embark on industrial strike. The strike commenced Tuesday morning with most offices under lock and key. When Daily Post visited the offices of the State Ministry of Finance, the head of service and the secretary to the state government, Abia State Planning Commission, and the Ministry of Agriculture at Library Avenue, on Tuesday, they were deserted. NLC strike enforcement team were, however, seen loitering in the area to ensure compliance by workers. The enforcement team, led by NLC chairman Pascal Nweke, placed banners and flags on some government offices to indicate the ongoing strike. At Abia State Primary Healthcare Sub-Office and the Civil Service Commission, the gates were locked with only the security staff seen inside the compound. Meanwhile, the state-owned radio station, Broadcasting Corporation of Abia (BCA), had earlier announced it would be offering skeletal service beginning Tuesday at the Umuahia North LGA headquarters beside the NUJ Press Center. The gates of the council secretariat were locked with big keys, although some workers were seen inside the compound but not allowed into their offices. Addressing journalists in Library Avenue, the NLC chairman Pascal Nweke said workers will remain at home until they receive salary alerts for their services. You can imagine. We are on strike for non-payment of salaries, pension, leave allowances, and minimum wages. We met with the state government and had some agreements, but they have not done anything. They are still receiving allocations, so they should pay us. The strike is total. We can't stop this strike until we start getting our alerts, the NLC chairman said. Oh, Kokorima, it has finally started, you see. What is the name of their governor? Okezie Ikpeazu, please go and pay. You are owing Dick, Tom, and Harry. You are riding big vehicles in the name of Abia State. Please go and pay workers. You are in debt, seriously in debt, because you guys don't have initiative to create wealth. Is that how you will govern our Igbo nation if we have it? That is not way to go. You have to pay salaries on time. They said they will not come again. No. They will not work again until they start receiving salaries from home. Salaries alert at home. If they don't receive, they will not see them outside again. What are you going to do? Okezie Ikpeazu and his likes. You have to go and pay because you have siphoned the money. You have used it to acquire lands and offices and houses and hotels outside Nigeria. That is the way people labor in vain. That is the way they labor without payment. Even as you are paying token, no increment of salary, yet you are owing. What do you intend that they will use to feed their children? Don't you have conscience? Don't you have children at home? Don't you have wife? Don't you? Oh my Jesus. Do you know what? Even the money to feed their dogs at home may be higher than these salaries. The money they throw around is quite higher than the salaries that the masses are talking about. Have you seen it that Nigeria is not working? It is not working. And if we continue this way, the worst will still come, because you have not to, validate what is not working. You have to start afresh. New region, new sense, new workers, new orientation, because the orientation they have in Nigeria is not working. They have orientation of siphoning money, fraud, non-payment of salaries, and borrowing and not using it, not giving basic amenities. That is the orientation they have from Nigerian government. So you will not blame them. So by the time the table changes and turns around, yes, they will sit up to live up to expectation. And that is what we have to tell you right now. It is hot in Abia. It is very hot there in Abia. Not just Abia, Imo State is seeing the same thing. Did you hear Allen Onyema complaining what Hope Uzodinma cost him? Because of NLC, strike all over, sit at home all over. Nigeria, how long are we going to continue to deceive ourselves while few people are eating and gallivanting with people's fund, especially the Fulanis? They are the ones very large now. They have siphoned all the money, borrowed a lot, trillions upon trillions of naira in the name of Nigeria, and they are gone. They have scammed Nigeria. And we told you Nigeria is a scam, and yet you're still believing because of few politicians that are craving for the crumbs that are coming from the tables of Fulani people. That is what they are fighting. You hear them fighting for Senate president. You hear them fighting for this. You hear them fighting for speaker. Whereas foreigners are the ones talking about presidency. You see? Strike everywhere. They are not even paying. Most of them are owing, because they don't even know how to create jobs. They don't have initiative. They don't even use the one allocation given to them judiciously or very well. If they do, they won't be owing. But wickedness is the order of the day in Nigeria, in Africa as a whole. When will Black Lives Matter? When? Because not paying them salary, you want them to die. Or you want them to start misbehaving up and down. You want to turn them to beggars or to thieves. What exactly do you want from the masses that are working for you? Even some private firms, they are not owing. They will pay on time, and huge money indeed. But this one, token and delayed payment, is a pity. Hope Uzodinma and Okezie Ikpeazu, the ball is on your court. They will not come out again until you pay. So run around, go and borrow, or you bring out the ones you are hoarding for yourself. Pay them. They ought to be paid. Bye-bye for now, my people. Thank you. As we continue.